So that's one of my inspirations of when I started to draw in middle school.
All right.
And around that time, I had a Dreamcast.
Okay.
And
Didn't we all?
I don't know.
No,
What's a
actually,
Dreamcast?
I don't think I did have a Dreamcast. Did I? No,
No.
probably not. I don't know. Maybe one of my sisters had one.
But
My sisters are the way or how I got to play all those old Nintendo games like Sonics and
that's not Nintendo, it's Sega.
uh,
But getting to that.
no, well I mean like all those old like Sega and
Yeah.
Nintendo games like.
Well, since you mentioned Sega, I'm gonna go and skip that one for now and go with Jet Grind Radio,
Oh my.
aka Jet Set Radio. Uh, yeah, it was published by Sega. Its developer was Smilebit, and just the overall aesthetic was really, really pleasing to me. You know, this artist, the artist that basically made all the characters, Ryuta Ueda. You know, it had this graffiti style as you can see. You know, the whole game was based around, you know, tagging and getting away from the man, and
The man.
it was a pretty fun game. I really liked it, and I wish they would bring it back somehow. And
I never played it, but I had the privilege of watching Game Grumps play it, so
that was a good time.
Yeah, it was. Actually, I could tell from looking at it that at that time I probably would have played that game too and been like, "Oh man, this game is awesome."
Yeah. So I'm gonna draw the main character.
Okay.
I believe his name was Beat. Obviously, this was what was it? How long was Jet Ground Radio made? How long ago was it made? Oh, let me look that up. I'm gonna look that up for a second. And in the year 2000, look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Year
Yeah, there you go.
2000, almost 20 years ago.
Jesus.
So yeah, I'm not gonna remember. I'm not
Making
gonna
me feel
remember that.
old.
Yeah. So I'm gonna draw Beat. I think that's his name. Beat, as in like rhythm beat, not like the vegetable. So he's a
Beat like a rhythm beat.
yeah, he's a thin man, and you know, playing this game, man, playing this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the plot is that you're a bunch of hooligans trying to stick it to the man by graffiti and everything, and the man doesn't like that, and he'll send out helicopters to stop you from graffitiing.
So this dude sends helicopters because
the
people
government.
are.
The government sends out helicopters.
Oh, so it's not one guy that's behind it all. It's just the government being like, "Hey, don't do that."
Yeah.
And they send helicopters after you.
Yeah.
That's
And
ridiculous.
it's so much fun, and like
That's a ridiculous approach against graffiti.
yeah.
But
Or freedom in this case, freedom to art and stuff.
yeah.
I remember that there was a police officer with a hand cannon trying to stop you too. Yeah,
A hand cannon?
yeah, like it was a pretty big revolver.
That's a bit much.
Yeah, and you know, this game got me into the graffiti art style and made me, you know, switch it up a bit from Dragon Ball Z. So playing this game, loving Dragon Ball Z at the time, you know, made me start to develop my own art style, you know, before, you know, going to college and finding myself and having the art style I have today. So what's cool about these rollerblades that they have is they only have two wheels.
Mm.
So like the middle part right here is used for grinding.
Oh, so they're blades with two wheels?
Yeah. And that way
Okay.
they can, you know, do all their cool, nifty tricks to get everywhere.
Okay.
It was a pretty, yeah, it was, like I said, it was a fun game. It was the colors, man.
The colors.
The colors, the music. The music was great. I love the music.
I'm sure I would have liked that game too. 'Cause
Yeah.
Around that time, I was into Tony Hawk, so. those Tony Hawk games.
Yeah.
You ever play any of those?
Oh yeah. Oh my god, yes. Like going from upside down and grinding a rail was the best. And then one of them, you can play as Wolverine or Iron Man, and that was fun.
What, seriously?
Yeah.
I don't
I don't remember which
remember
one.
that one.
So he has a unique style. He had headphones. I don't know how these headphones must have been tightened on with some bolts or screws or whatever
To not be falling off.
to not be falling off. I like getting to some music when I am able to have music at work, and my headphones usually end up like flying off, and
These look like they're some heavy duty headphones.
yeah,
Like they look like they're like they're clamped onto your skull.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like the literal skull crushers, not like those fake skull crushers that I have.
Oh my god. Oh, the ones that I have are pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they don't crush your skull, but I mean, they do their job.
I mean, I guess that's fine. So, yeah, he's a cool guy.
Is he wearing goggles there?
I think so.
Or...
I think they're goggles. They might be some redonkulous.
Like tanning glasses?
Right?
Like, what's going on?
What is going on? See, that's what I like about this. You can not have so much eraser shavings on your page. That's the best part about digital and Clip Studio Paint. No, we're not being paid to say that. This is our first episode. This is the pilot episode. You can't get paid already. It's like, hey, pay me
We
already.
don't even have followers yet. We don't even have a channel yet.
Really?
And by the time this gets posted,
Maybe. Maybe we'll have something. But
we'll see how long it takes.
yeah.
I could start working on that.
Yeah, sure. But also wanted to get into, using spray paint as a medium. But then you need to be an adult and have money. So that didn't work out too well.
Right. Also, it's illegal to spray paint.
On public property, yes, but I didn't
Yes.
say I was going to do it on.
Oh, yeah.
I said use spray paint as a medium.
Oh, as a medium. Oh,
Yeah.
I've seen a couple videos of people who do the spray paint art. They're pretty cool, and I would actually like to try doing that.
It's fun.
I saw one of a Dragon Ball scene, actually. It was I think it was actually inspired by Super because they had blue hair.
Yeah, that's
Super. From Super, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it was Vegeta and Goku with blue hair.
I see. But yeah, that's Super. Yeah, that started with Battle of the Gods, where Goku transforms into the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. Or was it Super Saiyan God?
Oh my god,
I
forgot about that.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was pretty silly. I was like, what is this? No.
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan
Yeah.
God, Super Saiyan.
Yeah, that's a no thanks for me. And again, try to give him a relaxed hand. Nobody knows what a relaxed hand is. Nobody really focuses on their hand when they're relaxed, So, I'm just gonna be doing that. Finish it up in post. This is just rough. This is rough. This is just rough. I didn't really get a chance to get any drawing classes when I was young. The school system wasn't really working out for me. I was like,
I don't think it works out for anybody, honestly.
Yeah, it works out for some that really want it. That really think that getting all political up in here.
School was not for me because I was all about like art and stuff when I was in school, and I was having trouble understanding things, like learning. I don't know. It just seemed like the teachers. I didn't really go to a school in a very good school district, so the teachers didn't really care
Yeah.
So they just didn't try to help me, and it kind of held me back a bit with learning.
Yeah.
It kind of sucked.
Yeah. My dad has said that school isn't for us.
Yeah.
School isn't for us.
We're not school people.
No, getting along with adults as kids wasn't really our thing. So I was like, yeah, I believe that. I totally believe that. So, this game was definitely an influence on me, dude. When it came to my drawing style, I really liked their cell shading using the S and then followed by a SH. Cell shading. That's what really solidified what I wanted to do with my games,
Right.
And this was like the first game, kind of. Well, no, yeah. This was the first game that started using cell shading like that, and people were like, "Oh, I don't know, man. What is this?"
So, where was this game from? Was this a Japanese game?
Yeah, it's a Sega game.
What is this writing on his shirt? You know?
No, I don't, because I'm just looking at it right
I don't
now.
know. It kind of looks boxy like Korean, but it doesn't really look Korean.
No, it's
so
more than likely Japanese. And yeah, there he is. Beat. Going on 15 minutes. Oh, well, fix this up in post.
Just do two?
No, I'll probably fix this in post or.
Oh no, I meant you want to just do 2 drawings for this one, and then we can go on
Well,
to
it's the
that. Or do
intro.
you want to do your third?
I think I'm gonna do my third. Obviously, I had a Dreamcast, as I mentioned earlier.
Yes, you did.
And this game was obviously the Jet Set Radio, or Jet Grind Radio, whatever. Jet Grind Radio in America, Jet Set Radio in Japan. Was how you say dividing factor in my love for video games, because normally I like fighting games, and this fighting game is called Project Justice.
Oh my.
And made by Capcom.
Okay.
Made by
I don't think
Capcom.
I've heard of this one.
No, well, it was released in 2001.
Okay.
It's a fighting game. It's a 3D fighting game.
Oh, but it was for the Dreamcast. That's why I don't know.
Exactly.
I didn't have a Dreamcast. I had the around this time I had the PlayStation 1, so I was doing all that.
Yeah. So, Project Justice. Technically, it's the third game of the series, called Rival Schools. And Rival Schools, and a lot of Capcom games were drawn, the characters were drawn by Shinya Edaki. And what sucks is that here in America, I wasn't able to really know who this guy was, only because the internet wasn't around as much, or just being made,
right,
or readily available for everybody.
It's still in its beta.
Yeah. Plus, you need money to have that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna draw
I don't think I had internet until I was like 14. Like actually had internet.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw their Ryu of this series. Because when it comes to fighting game, you have the Ryu and you have the Ken. And Street Fighter was around maybe 3? Street Fighter 3? One of the many Street Fighter 3s. And oh yeah, Street Fighter Alpha. I think I had the same artist. But this one really made me want to design video games for a living. And just like the fighting system that it had reminded me of their Versus series with Marvel. You know, you were able to juggle them in the air and all that, and do all sorts of crazy combos, Bruce Campbell's. And And we might play this one. We can play this one. We can go through a couple of story modes. And I just like the way this guy drew. I like his character designs too. A lot of people prefer the other guy in this series, the baseball guy, because I don't know. People like baseball. I don't like baseball. Do you like baseball? I don't like baseball.
I mean, I grew up in next to the Anaheim Angel Stadium.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of Angels merchandise because my dad had a friend at work who worked in merchandising.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of the merchandise, but we didn't really watch it a lot.
Yeah. I feel you on that one. I mean, who's gonna pass up on free stuff? Right?
My dad's always bringing home like baseball cards and just all this stuff from his friend. And it's like, here. We had those little mini bats that had the Angels logo on them. We had baseballs with the Angels logo.
Yeah.
A bunch of Angels baseball cards. They're somewhere.
Yeah. They are somewhere.
They're somewhere. Like we didn't actively use them, so they just got packed away.
Oh man, they're in mint condition then.
Probably. I mean, if someone didn't screw up and pack them wrong.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
This is gonna be a weird looking Batsu Ichimonji. That's the character's name. He's the Ryu of this series. And guess what his super move is? One of his super moves.
You said he's a baseball player?
No.
Oh.
That's the other guy.
Oh,
That's
the other guy. Okay.
The other guy that a lot of people like.
Who's this guy that you're drawing?
Yeah, he's the Ryu.
He's the Ryu?
Mm-hmm.
This guy is Ryu?
Yeah, he's the Ryu of the series.
Okay, so he's got like a Hadouken?
Oh, yeah. You know it. But instead of open palm, Hadouken like this, he throws it out like that. So it's a double punch fist.
Oh, he does a double
attack.
Punch fish. Fish?
Fish.
A fish. Fist.
Yeah. So he really sends it out there. I was like, oh man.
He's really emphasizing that punch.
Yeah. So I thought that was cool. He didn't really need to. He was semi-hooligan, but has a strong sense of justice.
He's a hooligan with a sense of justice.
Kind of hooliganish. I mean, he does okay in school. But
is he a Josuke?
Kind of like a Josuke. But there's
like he looks like a hooligan, but he actually is pretty cool and does well with other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's an actual school full of hooligans. It's nothing but hooligans,
Oh, is this that game you were telling me about, where you said there was another game that was like school? What was it, like a school battle or something?
Yeah.
What was it called?
Rival schools.
Right. Oh, it's called Rival Schools.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's what this is from.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is their third game. I don't know why they didn't keep going with Rival Schools, but.
So it was Rival Schools 2, and then it went to this.
Rival Schools 2, United by Fate, and then Project Justice.
Okay, Project Justice.
Yeah.
So this is officially the third game for Rival Schools.
Official, unofficial, yeah.
Yeah.
Officially unofficial, yeah.
Technically, this is what I meant to say. It's technically the third game.
Oh yeah, it.
It just has a new title.
Yeah. Everybody has the same name, same moves. Nothing really changed, but the graphics and some mechanics. Usually it was 2 against 2 with one fighter and then one support. Whatever whatever their support attack was, or um, it was either an attack or a boost to their super move, or life regen. And then with this one, it was 3 against 3 with two supporters. And what was cool about it, whenever you tried to do a tag move, you're able to try and counter it like a combo breaker almost. Um, but it's a whoever hits first wins.
Whoever hits first wins.
Yeah, whoever gets their attack landed wins that little mini fight, and either you stop the attack or boost, or you wasted your your super bar in trying to stop whatever was going on, and you wasted a bar, and they still have an attack going or a boost going, which is pretty fun. Because if you can be one of those people that activate it and then oh no, you can be like try to counter it by jumping away so you don't get hit and be annoying like that. I don't know. It's hard to explain. You'll see the fun of it. uh, this guy is pretty detailed, but wrap this up real quick. Yeah, so it was these 3 things. I like to do things in threes. I don't know if you've ever noticed. You've noticed.
I've noticed.
You've noticed.
I've known you for quite a long time.
Yeah. Because of the Triforce. The power, wisdom, and courage. Everybody knows the Triforce. Everybody knows power, wisdom, courage. Almost everybody. But yeah, it's a nice balance of things. I take from this guy, I take from that guy. I do my own thing. I twisted this, I twisted that. Oh man, this guy's pants.
What are they, like baggy but not baggy?
Baggy, and then tucked into his sneaks with some bungee like or sweatpants looking kind of thing.
What? like leg warmers?
No, well, they get cuffed into the.
Oh, so it's like they're baggy, but they're cuffed. Okay, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, kind of like sweatpants. You know how they have the bungee at the bottom.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I chose a really bad pose for him. I think that's good enough. I can like that. I'll fix it up. I feel good. I love to draw. I like to create. I like to explore different art styles. I love a lot of Japanese artists, it seems like. But there's many more artists out in the world. And I want to pay tribute to all my favorite artists. Even to the ones that really didn't influence me or, inspired me to draw. But it was a nice little influence subconsciously, because I used to watch Ninja Turtles, Batman, and the Thundercats when I was young. And that's what I put in the Capsules book that's coming out, in December.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
And
forgive me, I forgot that you're gonna have your art displayed in a book.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think whoever is watching this, I hope to do more. I want to do more. Or if anybody who's watching this who doesn't know what to do with their art, there's many options. You don't need to go to college. You need to save your money. Things are getting rough. Life's getting rough. And if only I had somebody telling me, you can learn everything on your own and you don't need to go to college.
Right. Because I went through the same thing. And take it from us, 2 people who went to art college. to waste time and
Yeah,
money.
to waste time and go bankrupt in the near future. 10 years later.
They don't really teach you anything useful. If you know how to draw, you don't need to go to college to learn how to draw. They're not going to teach you anything you don't already know.
Yeah.
Or that you can't learn from watching tutorials on YouTube.
Yeah. Or at least community college. You can get in there and, practice somewhere and maybe pick up a few things from a teacher. Because, learning is good. If I can't teach you something, this guy at your local community college could probably teach you something. I hope to see you again, everybody watching. I haven't named this show yet or this channel.
We'll figure it out later.
Yeah, so with this one and the next one that's going to be uploaded tomorrow, and by tomorrow I mean in a week or two when this video is edited finally.
Because I could try to do some stuff tomorrow.
I was going to say...
get it uploaded tomorrow.
I was going to say August 15th, 2019. That's today.
That's today.
But then
August
I was
15th.
like, oh wait, fix it in post.
Yeah. Well. Oh yeah, you still gotta do that.
Yeah.
Well, we can upload this though. I mean,
yeah.
Whatever.
Well, I love you. Goodbye.
Hey,
and
you stole my outro.
Yeah.
How dare you?
And of course, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much.